If you've ever spent 30 minutes scripting a UGC video only to get low views, low watch time, or feedback from brands that say, this just isn't quite what we're looking for, the problem might not be your filming, editing, or even the product. It might be your hook. Over the last 2 years, I've scripted hundreds of creatives for brands like Jot, Doa More, Petco, Ana Luisa, and so much more through a UGC ad agency. And while trends, editing styles, and platforms seem to change every single month, I've noticed something very interesting. The highest performing UGC ads almost always rely on the same foundational hook frameworks. Now, don't get me wrong, tools like ChatGPT are great for helping you brainstorm hooks and write your scripts faster. I use AI too, but one mistake I see creators make is relying on AI without understanding why a hook actually works. Because if you don't understand the psychology behind the hook, you're basically just throwing random ideas at the wall and hoping something sticks. When you understand the framework behind the hook, you can create stronger scripts, adapt them to any niche, and instantly know whether a hook is likely to capture attention before you even hit record. In this video, I'm breaking down 5 UGC hook frameworks that creators and brands use over and over again in successful ads. I'll explain the psychology behind each one, why they work, and give you examples that you can use in your next brand creative. This video was inspired by my recently updated digital product, the UGC Hook Book, where I break down 11 proven hook frameworks that creators and brands can use to write stronger performing UGC scripts. So if you want to get your hands on that and learn the other hook frameworks, I'll leave a link in the description below for you. But for now, let's dive in. Now, before we get into the frameworks, I really quickly just want to clarify what a hook actually is, because this term gets used a lot in UGC. So a hook is just simply the first few seconds of your content designed to stop the scroll and get someone to keep watching. So it can show up in a few different ways, such as text-based hooks, visual hooks, or verbal hooks. So text hooks are often the first few words that you'll see on the screen in bigger font to capture a viewer's attention, whereas visual hooks are what someone sees immediately in the first frame, like maybe you're putting on lipstick or you're brushing your hair, drinking a coffee, etc. And a verbal hook is what you say in the first few seconds of the video. And in this video, we're specifically focusing on the verbal hooks, what you actually say at the beginning of your UGC video, because this is often where most creators either lose attention or win it instantly. The most common and still highly used UGC framework from what I've seen is the problem-based hook. Now, a problem-based hook is exactly what it sounds like. It calls out a pain point that your viewer is already experiencing or strongly relates to. And the reason this works so well is because of something called pain recognition. So when someone hears a very specific problem that matches their situation, their brain immediately stops and pays attention because it feels personal. They instantly think, this is about me, and that's what stops the scroll. So for example, if you've tried every skincare routine for acne and nothing seems to clear those stubborn breakouts on your chin, this might be why. Or even, if your face gets tight, red, or stings every time you apply even gentle skincare, try this instead. Or even, if you wake up at 3 a.m. every single night and can't fall back asleep, this might be what's disrupting your sleep. Now, all of these work because they don't just try and sell right away. Instead, they reflect a very specific version of the problem the viewer is already dealing with. That level of specificity creates instant curiosity and makes them want to keep watching for the solution. And that's why this is such a powerful framework. It's simple, but it works across almost every niche because pain is universal. Next is the value stack hook, or what I like to call the listicle hook, and this one is one of the most underrated but high-performing frameworks in UGC. A value stack hook is when you stack multiple benefits, reasons, or outcomes into a single hook to instantly increase perceived value. And the reason this works is pretty simple. Our brains are wired to respond to value density. So the more benefits or outcomes we hear in a short amount of time, the more we assume, okay, this must be worth paying attention to. So instead of focusing on just one benefit, you're showing that there's multiple reasons this product is worth watching or understanding. So for example, 3 reasons this laundry detergent actually works better than most brands you've tried. Or why this one product replaces 5 separate steps in your laundry routine. Or the 4 things this laundry formula does that most detergents don't even come close to doing. These hooks don't rely on hype, they rely on stacking clear, tangible value. It immediately signals that the content is going to be informative, not just promotional. And that's why this works so well for both brands and creators. It increases curiosity because the viewer wants to know, what are all the reasons? What are the steps? What am I missing? And it also naturally increases watch time because the hook sets up a list that the viewer expects to be revealed. Next is the curiosity hook. And this one is all about getting people to stop scrolling because they feel like they're missing something. A curiosity hook creates what's called an information gap. So you give just enough detail to make someone interested but not enough to satisfy them. And that gap is what pulls them into watching more. And the reason that this works is because the brain hates incomplete information. So when we sense there's something that we don't know, we naturally want closure. So instead of scrolling past, people stay to fill in the blank. So for example, there's one thing about this vitamin C serum that I didn't really notice until I stopped using it. Or I didn't expect this pre-workout to feel different from the one I was using before, but the energy hit was completely different. Or even, I almost didn't notice this change in my legs until I looked back at photos from a few weeks ago and realized something was different. So notice how none of these give away the full answer right away. They hint at something interesting, but they delay the payoff just enough to pull the viewer in. And that's really the key with curiosity hooks. It's not about being vague, it's about being intentional. You want to make the viewer feel like, okay, I need to keep watching or I'm going to miss something important. This is especially powerful in UGC ads because it shifts the viewer from passive scrolling into active attention. Now they're not just watching, they're trying to solve the curiosity. And once you understand how to use that gap properly, you can apply it to almost any product or niche. Next is a hook that performs really well in UGC, and that is the comment sticker hook. Now this one is a little bit different because instead of you just making a statement or calling out a problem, you're framing the hook like a real question from a viewer. So it feels more like someone asked you this and then you're just answering it. And the reason this works is because it doesn't feel like an ad right away. It feels like a genuine piece of helpful content. It taps into curiosity, but in a more natural conversational way. So here's how this one works. You'll start with the comment or question on screen, something like, why do my bed sheets always feel rough after just a few washes? And then the creator will respond directly in the video and say something like, that's actually super common and it usually comes down to the type of fabric and how you're washing them. So notice what's happening here. You're not selling first, you're solving a problem that feels like it came from a real person, and that instantly builds trust and keeps people watching because they want the explanation. And this hook works especially well for educational products, lifestyle products, or anything where people already have questions but don't fully understand the why behind it. And it also blends really well with UGC ads because it feels like content, not a pitch, and the viewer thinks they're just getting an answer, and by the time they realize it's a product, they're already engaged. And that's really the power of this hook. It turns your ad into a conversation instead of a sales message. Next is the transformation hook, and this one is all about highlighting change. So a transformation hook shows a clear before and after moment. It helps the viewer see the difference between where they are now and where they could be after using a product, service, or solution. And the reason this works is because our brains are naturally drawn to contrast. So when we can clearly see a before and an after, the result feels more believable, tangible, and achievable. So for example, my audio went from sounding like I was recording in an empty room to sounding like studio quality after this one setup change. Or I didn't realize how bad my audio was until I switched to this microphone. Or this one small change completely upgraded the way my videos sound. So notice how each example focuses on the difference, not just the product itself. And a lot of creators make the mistake of saying something like, this microphone is amazing, but that's just an opinion. Transformation hooks are much stronger because they show the outcome. Instead of telling people the product is good, you're helping them visualize the result. And the bigger the contrast between the before and the after, the more powerful the hook tends to be. Now, this framework works especially well for products that improve something, whether that's something like skincare, fitness, organization, productivity, sleep, audio quality, or just making everyday tasks easier. Because at the end of the day, people don't buy products, they buy the transformation that those products help create. So as you may have noticed throughout this video, the goal isn't to memorize hundreds of hooks. The real goal is to understand the framework behind the hook. Because once you understand the psychology of why a hook works, you can apply it to virtually any product, niche, or campaign. And you don't have to start from scratch every single time you sit down to write a script. And that is exactly why I wanted to make this video. Over the last few years of creating and scripting content for brands, I've just found that while the trends will come and go, these foundational frameworks continue to show up again and again in successful UGC ads. Again, if you found this helpful and want even more examples, you can grab my UGC hook book, which includes 11 hook frameworks, explanations of why they work, and plug and play examples that you can adapt for your own content. So I'll leave that link in the description below if you do want to check it out. And I would love to know, which one of these hook frameworks are you planning to use in your UGC videos next? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell notification for more content on UGC, brand deals, scripting, and content creation. Thank you so much for watching, and keep building your dream.